I collect Playmobil, and with encouragement of my friends, I've decided to post my first YouTube video. It started about 30 years ago when I was looking for a dollhouse for my daughter, and I decided to buy the Victorian mansion. I bought the extra level and all the rooms that go inside, and I saw pictures on the internet of items like an antique car and park bench that were not made anymore, but I found out that they could be purchased, used, or new on eBay. A few years later, my son was very interested in knights and castles, and I started collecting those items also. My collection kept growing and growing until the point that today I have over 1,500 sets of Playmobil, but I only have room to display about a third of them, which is what I'd like to show you today. Let me explain the basic layout. This is in my basement. I built 7 storage cabinets out of melamine from Home Depot, and underneath I have room to keep all the boxes of the Playmobil which is on display. They're all on wheels and can be moved around, and the top is easy to paint with watercolor that can be changed as needed. There are 7 of these in a U formation, including the one in the center. And when I ran out of room, I added a shelf all across the top so I could display more items. For many of the themes, I own all of the items that have been sold, but I only have maybe one item on display. For example, the Viking ship here. I have all the Viking stuff, but I only have the boat on display. In front of my display, I have 2 life-size Playmobil figures that were originally in the FAO Schwarz store in Chicago. I also have some other store displays. These are the pictures that came with some of the Playmobil sets that I have posted. There's a large plane that was once in a store display. And I also have a lighted storage box where I display my Playmobil princesses. I have a train track that goes around the perimeter of my town. In the center there's a bridge so I can cross. This continues around the whole town. And in the back, I have an extra set of tracks where I can park my other trains. On display, I have 4 types. I have the diesel, I have the express train, I have the traditional locomotive, and I have the electric car. Everything runs. So let's start the tour with the Victorian mansion, which I already showed you. I have all the rooms. Outside I have chicken coop. I have the dog house. I have a cat center, and I have rabbits. Next to the Victorian house, I have Mary Poppins. I've got the burglars. And in front of it, I have a Halloween costume display. In front of the mansion, there is a park. that includes an Asian area with a pagoda, pandas, a puppet show, and a wedding attended by the local cardinal, nun, and priest. There is a wedding in progress inside the church, and the bridal party is leaving on their custom carriage. In front of the castle, there is also a parade in progress, including bagpipes. The castle was built from a collection of several sets, many of which are not available anymore. At the entrance, there's a battle in progress that includes a dragon. Inside the castle, they're partying, including the jesters, the beer maid, the royal family, and there is a jousting match with the princesses overlooking. There's a main street with many buildings and roads. And there's even a Statue of Liberty. There's a police station. With a prisoner. The main street includes a firehouse, stores, a barbershop quartet in front of the barbershop, a modern house, and a hotel. This is inside the firehouse. In the store, there's a bakery, bank, pork store, dentist, beauty parlor with tattoo artist, and ballerinas. The modern house includes all the furnishings for happy living. Next to it is a railroad station. And next to that is the hospital, which includes an operating room, MRI center, triage area, pediatric ward, and a heliport and ambulance area. This is a front view of those buildings, including the modern house, railroad station, and hospital. Next to the hospital is a playground and a dog park. Next, we get into our medieval area, which includes some vintage buildings, there's a gondola, which goes up to the ski area above. And this is the only non-Playmobil item I have, which is a gondola that I got at Vail, which I enjoy visiting. I'll show you the upper area later. Next to the medieval area, there's a zoo. The zoo has a food court. Penguin exhibit. Kiddie train. And Wildtopia. Next is one of my favorite areas. I used to have a 3-ring circus, but I only have room now for one. It includes the Romani circus, Ferris wheel. I have the motor, but usually I work it by hand. I have various magic acts. And I have a collection of clowns. This is only about 10% of my circus collection. Most of it is packed away. Next, I'd like to show you the Fantasy Castle, which includes some of my grandchildren's favorite items. There's a royal banquet. The last section on the lower level includes a music hall, suburban house, hotel, apartment house, modern house, and school. I bought several extra levels for the school, so I have room for a gym, craft class, environment class. Oh, sorry. Science class, art class, and traditional classroom. The children arrive at school by bicycle or on their new school bus. When they get out of school, they can enjoy the skate park. My modern house is very comfortable. The parents have a kitty corner in their room, and their daughter has a beautiful bed. They have a nice bathroom with a soaker tub, and on the roof is a perfect pool. My suburban house has a greenhouse with a garden for Grandpa. Inside is decorated, but you'll notice this house has no bathroom. I'm waiting to purchase an extended level so I can add that. The hotel has an extra level. There's a veterinary clinic. That includes a cat area, operating room, grooming area, and diagnostic area. My tallest building is the extended apartment house. On the top floor is a gymnasium. This third floor is the adult area. The second floor are the children's bedrooms. And the third floor, bottom floor, is the kitchen and 2 sitting rooms. The Blue Mansion I have set up as a music hall. Let's go in and see what's going on. On the first floor of the music hall, there's a formal concert in progress. The second floor has a modern band, jazz, electric piano, and traditional band. The top floor has a birthday party in progress, as well as preparations for a wedding. Finally, I'd like to show you the top shelf. There's an underwater area, pirate ship, jungle area, there's Jane. Then we get into the Indians. It took a long time to collect all these pieces on eBay. Many are very rare, difficult to find. There's a gold mine, vultures. There's a fort. We have a Confederate area. And the Union area. Next we have our western town with sheriff, saloon, school, church, and railroad station. Our western theme continues with western house. Then I have an alpine house at the top of the gondola. There's a wilderness area with trappers and climbers. Then we get into our winter scene. We have Santa's workshop. Winter sports. An abominable snowman. Woolly mammoths. Igloo. and finally the Viking ship, which I showed you earlier. I hope you enjoyed my tour of my Playmobil village, and don't think I'm too crazy. It's been very enjoyable building this and sharing it with my grandchildren. Thank you for watching my first YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, tell your friends to check it out. Thank you.